CP. How are you?
How are you, my friend?
Good. Oh, well, since you were discussing this topic, I had a question as well.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a question. I mean, it's not a debate or something.
No
If you
problem.
look at chapter 2, verse number
Hold on, but hold
173.
on, hold on. Let me disturb you a little bit. Just a second. Guys,
Yep.
this is the same, just to show you the deception of Muslims, how it works. Uh, let me show you first here. Do you see the verse here? Do you see the verse here, guys? This is the verse they count for us. Do you see it? This is the same verse. It's appearing in the screen. Chapter 110, verse number 1. What is the first letter there? There's Alif and there is Hamza. You remember we showed you that they count the Hamza as a letter by itself? Do you remember? Here, the Hamza disappear. Is not counted as a letter by itself. It's the same verse. And they're here. Do you notice here they deleted a letter? إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتَحِ. Well, aren't you reading the same verses? Yes, we are reading the same verse. So why here there is a Hamza, but in their page, in their image, there's no Hamza?
CP, it's quite simple. There's a corruption in the vowels.
No, do you see what I'm talking about? In order to make the calculation wrong, right, they have to delete what is here. There's a Hamza. If I take a snapshot from that one, let me take a snapshot and place them together next to each other. Hold on. I will take a snapshot. Of this thing, and I will open it and put it next to the page we see here in front of us. Okay, here we go. Now we can make it. I don't know why I cannot make it smaller. I'm trying to make this thing. Anyway, let us do it this way. So guys, do you see here what happened? Do you see the deception? It is. I'm trying to put it side by side. Okay. Let us do this. I know that all of you don't speak Arabic, but I think it's easy for you to figure out and to see with me what I'm talking about. I am going to zoom in with this page, so you can see with me and notice with me what happened here, how the deception work. Anyone notice what is the difference between the two words? This is the same verse. This is the same exact verse. What the Muslims did here, they took off this letter, and we showed you in their page they calculated just the table before as a letter by itself. Why they took it off? You see? And you can tell, actually you can tell that there is somebody did editing to the image. Do you notice that? If you look how clear here the print is and how not clear here, you will notice that somebody did Photoshop. Do you notice with me? This is the correct word for the same exact verse. Why the Muslims do that? Because simply if they added this letter, which is appeared already in the tab, in the image before this one, in the figure before this one. Let me show you the figure before this one, in case your memory is weak. Where is oh, the figure, I think after. Hold on. Yeah, here. Do you see it? Actually, hold on. They are showing it as a letter here. They are showing it. Hold on. They are showing it as a letter, but when they write, they did not write it down. So here in the figure they having for us, it is coming as a letter. Later we will show you that this Hamza is not appearing at all. So what the Muslims do when they want the Hamza is a letter, when they want the Hamza is not letter, when they want the Ra appear as two letter, your voice is very noisy from your side. Fuad, I don't know what you have on your side. When they want, they will count it. When they want, they will not count it. And the purpose is how we can make it 19. Let us see here. As an example here, when they wrote this word, wastaghfarahu, 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 is it one word? It's not. What we will do with this letter here? This letter, is it one word? How come when they want, they calculate the word fi as a word and wa is not a word, because both of them are tools. Fi mean in, wa mean and. So why when they want, they calculate the fi as a word, when they want, they just attach this and to the word after it and make it both one word, because it's all is based on deception. Because now if we don't attach it, we have to attach it to somebody like somewhere, otherwise we are going to have a 20. So what we will do, see here, fi is coming as two words. Here I'm trying to find this guy. He used to have more tables, because that will make it easier for us to get them busted. Let me see, maybe if I scroll down I can find. No, maybe not in this book. Hold on. Miracle 19. This is just comments. Hazarat Mehdi. This is just garbage. Let me see if I can find those images in Google. Because he used to have them in Google. Here we go. If you look with me here, suddenly the wa is not a word. The wa is not a word. The men is a word. The men, those are all tools. And then suddenly those are not words. So when they want, let me go and see if I can find it in the website. Where is that table? All right. Look at this donkey. Anyone notice here with me what happened? Anyone notice? Do you see the word ism? Ism? Do you see how he wrote it himself? He put the word alif there. The letter alif. Do you see it? Let me zoom in. And even he wrote it for you in English with a in the beginning, which means I, you know, like for you, you read it as I. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see this letter here in English I? Why he put it? Why he put ism? This is alif because this is alif. Ism. He is just putting it to you as we pronounce it, but this is in fact alif. So the word ism start with the alif, but yet when they calculate it, they did not put it there. Here the word Rahman, he took the alif off. Here he added. Anyway, this is not the figure I'm looking for, but let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. This is just yeah, too bad. I want to find it because that will make it really funny. More stupid. Hold on, let us see if we can find something. Amazing stupid religion, desperately looking for a miracle. And you know, Allah, he made the miracle number 19, but he didn't want to tell Muhammad about it. I mean, this is the most amazing thing too. I mean, why Allah don't want to tell Muhammad about it? Why Muhammad did not say this is speaking about 19 angels, not about mathematic numbers. I'm trying to find. Too bad they used to have it, and you know, for me when I made my book, I have it in from the. Hold on, you know what? I will open. The problem when I open Microsoft Word, it sucks a lot of internet, because I can open my book and show it to you from there. Let us change the search. Maybe we can come with different thing. No, I'm just still looking. I'm trying to find the things I'm looking for. But anyway, what we provide already is more than enough to get them busted. All the miracles the Muslims they speak of in the Quran is nothing but a hocus, and it is stupid. This one is in French. And you know, the funny that the Muslims, none of them he want to go and calculate. Like, how many of the Muslims right now he will go and check if the word Ar-Rahman written with alif or without alif? Go check it out. And the word bi-ism, as we showed you, is written by alif or not. As you see, this is even the Quran. We are not copying from somewhere else. Bi-ism. But sometimes you feel like you are talking to no one. You are talking to yourself. Yes, well.
Yes, let's hope you're free now.
Yeah, well, your voice was going bad, so that's why I hang up on you. There was
Right, yeah. Yeah, I've heard that myself. Yeah, that's an interesting part. He actually rejected the Alif and the Rahman. Without the Alif, you can't even pronounce the word.
Yeah, you see all the in front of me. I'm showing you in the screen.
Yeah,
it's showing the Ar-Rahman. You know, let me show you. All right. When you write the name of Abdul Rahman, do you see Abdul Rahman? This is the name, the guy, his name is Abdul Rahman.
Yeah, that's how you write it, with the big.
Right away, you will see the alif right away.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody, this is not a secret. We are not making science here. This is some you know, simple Arabic. You do not need to be a genius, and you will find out that this is how the word is written.
Yeah.
I challenge anyone, any Muslim, to show me one name of Ar-Rahman written without the alif. Not even once. That was even in the Quran. We are showing it to with alif. But what they did, they made it in a graphical way to make it like decorated way. But all of it, it is with alif. Because Ar-Rahman simply is written with alif. All right.
Yeah.
Even if you go and you read it how the Muslim they write it in English, Al-Rahman, Al-Rahman, you see the alif after that? Why you are Muslims putting alif if there's no alif? Simply there's an alif.
Yeah, that's right.
You know. So it's not only like, you know, the word Ar-Rahman enough to destroy all their calculation. The word Bism is enough to destroy all calculation.
I
Everything
have
they
a
come with.
similar question, CP, if you can help me with that.
Yeah.
It's chapter 2, verse number 173. Inna ma harama alaykum. The word haram has alif missing.
Well, you know, some hurrima alaykum. This is hurrima, not haram.
Yeah.
Yeah, hurrima is different from haram. It's coming from the same source, but it's like an is different way to say the same word. It is not wrong. It's not wrong. Yeah, it's fine. That's not a mistake.
Yeah, that's all I was asking. Basically, there's a problem with the vowels in the Quran. They do use the vowels to alter the meaning sometimes.
Yeah, but you know, for us, we say what when it's wrong, we say it's wrong. There's in Arabic, there's nothing is called bism. It is always be ism, and this is why in the Quran, if we search right now the word bism, we will find it only appear when the Muslims are doing this recitation for this verse. The reason for that, the Muslim explain in their own website, for it is easier for because we repeat it a lot. All right.
Yeah.
If we take this and we translate exactly in Google Translation. Let us search for Google Translation. Let us go and open Google Translation. Google Translation. All right. This is Google Translation. I'm going to copy and paste exactly the text as it is. This is the text. Copy. Copy. Then paste. All right. Now, for sure, the translation is not too much accurate. Yeah. Here, they are saying that the letter Alif, the reason it was not deleted for the lack of use, which means if the word is not used too much in the Quran, we are talking about the word Bi'ism. The word which is not used too much in the Quran, it was not deleted, the letter Alif, because of the lack of use. So because that word in the front of the name of Allah, Muslim, they have to repeat it all day long, then they had to delete it to make it easier to read. You see, they are not saying Allah is the one who made it this way. This is what the Muslims did. You see here, Yahya ibn Tabab said, don't, it's not deleted them except when it is in the front of the name of Allah only, because of their a lot of use. Google translation not too much accurate, but it's clear, right? So because a lot of use, the Muslims decided. Did Allah say to the Muslims, oh, delete it because of a lot of use, or this is the opinion of the Muslims? Did Allah give them a verse in the Quran says, don't use it, don't delete it, this is the correct way? No. But because a lot of use, Muslim, they keep using Bismillah. So in order to be saying Bi-ism, which is hard to recite and to sing the Quran, because remember the Muslim, they sing the Quran. So when they sing it, if they want to say Bism, it's not good. So Bism, you know, so to make the song nicer, they deleted letters from the Quran. So, and this is the opinion of the Muslim. This is not my, this is not me saying that. You can go right now and check this fatwa, and this is the fatwa number 505507, and this is the official, your Islamic official website, Islam Web Fatwa. You see in the top it says fatwa.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit funny. CP, I've got just one more question for you. That's regarding chapter 31, verse number 6. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مِنْ يَشْتَرِي لَهُوَ الْحَدِيثِ. What does it mean, lahu al hadith, since there's no honest translation for this verse?
Well, the word lahu can come with many meaning. One of them is a women, you know, like Allah, he said in the Quran, if we want to have fun, to have sex, then we will take lahu from our kind, and he meant by that a women from our kind. However, in the verse you quote for us, it is about like music, songs. So those, like here, if you read here with me, وما الحياة إلا الدنيا إلا لعب ولهو, which mean life is nothing but women and fun and to entertainment. So what here he's saying, those who do waste their time speaking about something except God, this is lahu al-hadith, which means something is not worthy, it's for fun. So those who do that, those are the ones who Allah he hate, he don't like them. This is why Muhammad, he said that the one who play chess, he is doing or music, or he is doing lahu al-hadith. Lahu al-hadith is singing, is a music, or somebody talking, telling story or anything except you are not talking about Allah and about Islam. It is lahu, the speech for fun, talking for fun, singing for fun.
Well, what if it means, and among the human is he who buys for himself? Statement, hadith. Lahu means for himself. First of all, there's a corruption of vowels here. It's lahwa. Lahwa is not even a word, by the way, if you read it according to the vowels.
I'm trying just to get what you are talking about.
It's chapter 31, verse number 6.
Yeah, what it says in the front of me, ومن الناس من يشتري له الحديث يضل عن سبيل الله بغير علم ويتخذه هزوا أولئك لهم عذاب مهين. Yeah. Those who take or they, let us say, the word yashtari mean buy. So the one who spend his time or even his money for the sake of what it's called talk for no purpose, not for the purpose of Allah. He is doing that so he might deceive people from the guidance to Allah. And those who they are doing that for fun or to make jokes or etc., those Allah is going to humiliate them, and he is going to torture them. Now if we go to the Quran interpretation for this verse, you will find that according to Muslims, most of the Muslims agree that this is about music. Let me see if I can find you in the hadith. Muhammad.
So music is a hadith now.
Here we go. You see here, anything like Muhammad, he added many things to this chapter. So read with me here. The message of Allah, SAW, said, do not sell slaves, female singers, not purchase them, nor teach them to sing, and there's no good in trading in them, and their prices are unlawful. It was about the like that of this ayah was revealed, and among the mankind who purchase idle talk to divert from Allah way. So Muhammad, he have no problem for you buying girls, selling girls, but if you are buying them and selling them, and those girls are bought for singing, Muhammad, he don't approve that, because the music and the singing is haram. This is what he meant by lahu al hadith. You remember I told you the word lahu originally, it's mean women.
Well, there's a Quranic verse as well. Innahu haza lahu wa haqqul yaqeen.
No, that's different. That's different. Lahu, sometimes it comes something and something else. Here it's about fun. Lahua, there's lahua and there's lahu. Lahua, it is, it means it is, and lahu, it mean fun, and the fun here in Arabic language mean women. This is why in the Quran says, if we want to have fun, which mean women, he said we will take it from our kind. If we go in the Quran here, لو أردنا أن نتخذ لهوا اتخذناه من لدنا. If we want to take fun, you know, we will take it from our kind. If we go to the interpretation, we find that Allah is saying that if we want to take women for sex, to have a child from her, then we will take it from those who they are the virgins, the black-eyed houri, you know, and the angels, right? Chapter 21 verse number 17.
Or maybe this could have an understanding Allah could make something for himself.
Some words appear for somebody who don't speak Arabic, they appear, they sound the same, but they are not the same, right? However, here the word lahu in both chapters we are reading from, it's about women for fun and for fun, generally speaking. So here it says, had we desire to find some diversion that in which provides diversion in the way of partner or a child, we would have found it with ourselves from among the beautiful eyed houris. This is lahu, as we said, it's a female. Or
well, that's according to the scholars. I'll be honest with you, these Muslim scholars are retarded. They can't even count alphabets in a verse.
It doesn't matter, as long as the Muslims are the one who believe in this and this is their scholar, we have to go and show them what they believe.
Sadly majority believes in this nonsense.
No,
that's
actually not sadly. This is not sadly, this is good. The Muslim today, they are trying to deny the scholars to get away from the stupidity of Islam, because this is what Muhammad meant. He is saying if we want to take a woman for fun, we will take it from our kind. Then here we have a problem. How he say Allah that he will take a woman from his kind? It says here from ourselves. You see, the Muslims, when we say why Allah he say we, they say we, it's just a word meaning our majesty, you know, like we the king, right? We the etc. So Allah he used it, but here they cannot say that this is we mean we the king, because now Allah is going to have sex with we.
Well, this could also have understanding it. Whatever Allah creates, it's from Allah, because everything is from Allah.
No, you see,
Allah makes a partner for himself.
No. You see, Allah here is talking about what? Allah is talking supposedly, I'm not going to take a child or a wife from those who they are in the earth, which like Mary.
Yeah.
He's answering about Mary. Allah, if you want to take, he will take from ourselves. Who is the ourself? Is his kind who is in heaven. Mary is not.
Yeah.
Mary is a human being creature. The beautiful eyed is a hur who is created in heaven. So Allah is telling us here what kind he want, and the kind he want is ourself. Ourself here present what? In Arabic the word is ladunna, our kind. In Arabic actually, when I say from ladunni, it's mean from my blood. Like, you know, I say my son is from my ladun, which means from my blood, is my son.
It's just like every ruh is from Allah, just same concept, similar.
Yeah, it is exactly. It is from my family, my tribe, my kind, my people. This is what ladunna mean. So here Allah is saying, if you want to take a partner, and he is counting two kind of creatures, female women who are created only for the heaven, those are not for the earth, and angels, if you notice with me here, and which both of them, they share one thing, they are from the heaven. So ourself is my kind. Who is the kind of Allah? Is the one who is in heaven. And by Allah saying from our kind, then we need to ask ourselves how Allah is equal now to marry a woman if he is not a man. How Allah he says if we want to take a partner, which means a wife or a woman, we will take it from the beautiful eyed women. If Allah is not a man, how Allah is going to have sex with this woman? You know?
Yeah.
I hope people are understanding what I'm trying to say here. If Allah is not a man, so what this point of this stupid statement here? I mean, if I want to take, I will take it from the black-eyed women. But are you a man? No. So what do you do? How you will have sex with this woman?
The purpose is, I believe, that Allah's not taking anything, nothing's happening.
Well, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it is possible, if Allah want, He will take still the black-eyed women, and He's the one who's saying that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as long it's possible, it means it's possible too. If you want, He can have sex. But God is not a man, supposedly, in Islam. So what He is? That's mean He have a, remember
Well,
that
the Quran does not speak of who Allah really is, a man or not. Allah is not a man, definitely.
it
Allah
doesn't,
is.
matter. The Muslim, they, all of them, they agree that Allah is not a man, and Allah nothing like Allah. But the beautiful-eyed women are human. So how we can make partnership between God
Well,
and a
they're not
human?
human. According to the Quran, they're new creation. There's something else.
But
Khalaqul Jadid word is being
you,
used.
no problem. But you see, when you say that they are going to be your spouse must be a human. Otherwise, they are having sex with animals. Are they
Well, the Quran also says
uh,
you will be Khalaqul Jadid as well. You will be a new
no
creation.
problem, but still they are a human being. There's no
Yeah,
Muslim
you
that
can say that advanced humans or
there's
something.
no Muslim who he will say that the whore are not a human. They are a human.
And one question, CB, what is your understanding of the word Masjid al Haram? What does it mean?
Masjid al-Haram is the place where is like the sacred place of worship. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean it's a Mecca.
I don't
Doesn't
know
mean,
which dictionary says that haram means sacred. Haram means
yes, sacred.
forbidden.
Haram is forbidden. Yes. So it is like, because remember in the Quran, Allah, He said that those who they are not Muslims are najis, therefore they cannot enter that space.
Yeah, I do
So
agree with you. The masjid is haram on them.
yeah, وإنما المشركون نجس فلا يقربوا المسجد الحرام.
That's a correct understanding.
So why it is sacred mosque? Because the mushrikun, not everyone is allowed to enter to it. Only the Muslims. For the Muslims, only the one are clean, and the rest of mankind, they are filthy, dirty, according to Islam.
Well, they installed the black stone in the Kaaba, so they are the same najis people today.
Well, this is what they say. The Muslim, they believe that they are the best of mankind and they are the most clean people. But as we know that the Prophet, he was full of lies, and he used to take shower with dead dogs and women blood from period. So I don't, obviously here, the
Yeah,
most
and they consider all this stuff holy. The guy who wrote those hadiths is, just clearly mocking Muhammad, and they take it seriously and believe in that stuff. They
no,
think it's
no,
holy.
nobody is mocking Muhammad, because the one who wrote those hadith are Muslims and they are their scholars. So how he
Well,
can
see,
be?
if I existed 1400 years back, and if this was a reality, this really happened, I would not have written it down. I would not have done that. I would have given him a positive image. So these people were not Muslims. And honest, if you see Muslims of today, they're hardly honest. Hardly you will find honest people among them,
Okay,
especially.
hold on. Let me ask you then. Why then no, not even a single Muslim reject those hadith? And the Muslims are aggressive people, and I think you are a Muslim yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why nobody announced that An-Nisa'i, the Imam An-Nisa'i, should be killed for saying that? Do you know
Well,
that
in the
if
Quran, Allah
somebody
says that.
insult the Prophet, they believe kill him, right? That's what Muhammad said. So if somebody insult Muhammad, kill him. Why none of the Muslims says, well, you know what? This guy Abu Dawood, this guy
Abu Dawud.
An-Nisa'i, this guy At-Turmudi, they are the enemy of Allah, and they are not Muslims, and they are fabricating stories about Muhammad. Why nobody made a fatwa against them to be killed?
Well,
And why the
because
Muslims,
there
hold
are
on,
devils.
why the Muslims are printing those hadith and publishing them and accept them?
TB, the best answer to this question is chapter 6, verse 112.
What that
It's
for?
quite clear that they are the devils.
Who?
If you can bring that verse up, chapter 6, verse number 112.
Who is the devil?
These people, these who wrote the hadiths, Bukhari, Abu Dawud, and everybody else, they were the jinns, they were possessed by the jinns.
Yeah, but
And those who believe in them, they have a disease in their heart.
okay, but Muhammad himself, as proven by Muslims, and that he was possessed by the devil too. So just because we don't like what they said, then we say they are possessed by the devil. That's all. Same time, why you are blaming them? The chapter you are quoting for me, chapter 6, verse number 112, it says Allah is the one who made for every prophet an enemy of the devils. Correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
What the purpose of Allah doing that?
Well, the purpose is to expose those people. It's expose.
No,
It's
no, no.
been,
Why he made them? Well, no, this is not the question. The question
yeah,
why he made them enemies to Muhammad?
to
Why?
expose people with disease in their heart, those who do not
No, but they
believe in
are
that.
victorious. They are the one who fabricated, and they are the winner, as according to you.
Yeah, they are the winners. Yeah, they are
So,
the winners.
yeah, but supposedly Muhammad, Allah, he told him that I am, you know, I am protecting you, so nothing will harm you. You know. So how he harmed, how he protected Muhammad, and Muhammad is harmed by those people. And how come all the Muslims believe in them? Because if those
Well,
people are the one
most
who,
of the Muslims, they're just sinners. They just believe in that nonsense.
yeah, but you know, Muhammad himself proving that he is the one is possessed. Because
Well, they made him
let me ask
no
you, can you read
barbaric
for
and
me? Can you read for
Satan.
me? Can you read for me chapter 40, verse number 33?
Let me get that verse.
Let me put it in the screen for people here.
Verse number 23.
40, verse number 33.
14. Right.
40, not 14.
14. Verse number 13. Right.
33.
33. Sorry.
Chapter 40, verse number 33.
And the day you will turn your backs fleeing, there is not for you from Allah any protector, and whoever Allah leaves astray, there is not for him any guide.
Okay. So can we blame those people? Who is the devil? You quote for me that Shaitan is the one who will deceive people, right?
Yeah.
But the verse confirmed that the one is deceiving them is Allah.
Well, Allah can do anything.
No, no, no.
Allah plays both sides.
This is not the point. The point is the one who Allah deceived, no guidance for him. Does it say that?
Even Satan was deceived by God.
By Allah, not by God.
Yes.
Okay. Now hold on.
That's what Satan said,
Okay.
that you
So
have
why we
put
are
me in
blaming
heaven, so I will
why we are
mislead
blaming
humanity.
why we are blaming Al-Bukhari? Let's say Al-Bukhari was a liar. So why we are blaming Al-Bukhari if all the deception is coming from Allah anyway? Who is the one who deceived Al-Bukhari?
Well, this is the point where I would say that Allah knows best, and what Allah is doing
No,
is the right
no,
thing.
no, no.
Those people deserve to be.
This is not a true answer, because you know the story of Adam and Moses, right? When they have a debate.
Adam and
Moses. When Adam,
they had debate with each other.
yeah, they have a debate. Well,
That's not from the Quran, I believe.
this is from the Hadith.
Yeah, Hadith. Yeah, I've heard that debate.
Yeah. So when they have a debate, and this is something all the Muslims agree upon, and it's part of the Islam to
Yeah,
believe
all
in
of
the believe in the destiny, according to the to Muhammad, that Adam, his sin, his fate of sin was written for him 40 years before he was created. So we can't blame Adam for being deceived, because Allah wrote that before he created him. Correct?
Well, whoever wrote this hadith sure had a stairway into heaven or something. That's a revelation.
What do you mean?
This is nonsense hadith. I mean, they just make up stuff. These, hadith fanboys, they just love making up stuff. This is another made up story
But
just to, make Islam know
but isn't
everything.
it destiny and fate? It is from the Quran.
Well, destiny is in the Quran, but if you fulfill it or not, that's a different story. Then Allah says, I will inform you what you have accomplished of your destiny.
Hmm.
So this is
Okay.
a bit complicated.
Okay.
It is
Let us see. No, no,
something.
let us see. It's not complicated. Let me make it simple for you. Uh, if we let me try to do this. Okay. Chapter 2, verse number 212. It says, it is beautified for those who they are kuffar the life. It's beautified by who?
Yeah, by Allah.
Okay,
Like
so
successful people like Bukhari and Abu Dawood
mm,
and the
so Allah
Khalifas.
is Allah, he made them misguided, and Allah is the one who made them see things in different way. Correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
because Allah
So
is
what
not
is
unjust
so
to
what is the
anyone.
fault
It's
of
their
those
share.
people? What is the fault of those people?
Allah knows best.
Okay, that's a good answer. Allah knows best. All right. So what if we go uh in chapter 2, verse number 213? It says, Wallahu yuhdi man yasha ila siratin mustaqim. And Allah, he guide who he wish to the straight way. So it
True.
was at the end of the day, it is the wish of Allah. It's not your wish.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is also one of the last verses of Surah Al-Insan where Allah
Right.
says, take a will with Allah, but you will, do not will, I
No
will.
problem. Okay. So now everything, you join Islam, you leave Islam, you became like al-Bukhari, you became like a Christian prince according to Islam. It is Allah will. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree.
Okay. So what is my why I will go to hell?
I have absolutely no idea, but Allah might have mercy on you because
No, no.
if you read about
You see,
Jesus
I
in
don't
the
care
Quran,
about Allah. Allah does not exist. But I'm asking you, if you just agreed that it is Allah who made me Christian prince, Allah made me refuse Islam, Allah made me attack Muhammad, Allah made me insult Muhammad, Allah made me right now speaking to you. So why Allah is going to punish me for what He made me? Is that justice?
well, that's something Allah knows. I can't answer on this stuff
Can you read
because
for me
I
chapter
haven't
2?
thanked Allah.
Can you read for me chapter 2, verse number 272?
Let me chapter 2, verse 272. Not upon you is responsibility for their guidance, but Allah guides whom He wills. And whatever good you
Hmm.
spend is for yourself, and you do not spend expect seeking the countenance of Allah. And whatever you spend of good, it will be fully repaid to you, and you
Okay.
will not be wronged.
So why Allah is saying in different verses, as example, chapter 9, verse number 29, O Prophet, fight those who don't believe in Allah. If it is not his responsibility to guide them anyway, or to force them to convert to Islam, this is
That's
if he,
self-defense.
huh? What self-defense?
That's
Muhammad
self-defense.
attack. No, it says fight those who don't believe in Allah, not the one who fighting you. The Christians and the Jews, the Christians specifically, never fought Muhammad. Actually, they are the one who gave him refugee army to attack the Roman who never attacked him. He sent a letter
Well,
with Dahi
yeah.
al-Kalbi.
That's
He's,
not in Quran, by
he's,
the way.
he
He
said,
fought anyone.
my friend, no, it's in the Quran. It's in the Quran. Muhammad in the Quran, chapter 9, verse 29 says, fight those who don't fight to kill those who don't believe in Allah, not fight to kill those who fight you.
Well, if you look at the context, that's only in Makkah.
My friend, those Christians are not in Mecca. The Christians he's talking about, it was the Christians in Bilad al-Sham in Syria. Those have nothing to do with Mecca. This is why Muhammad, he prepared an army and he went to Tabuk, but he could not make it. He could not accomplish his mission. It was a failure, and he came back. After that, the Muslims continue by the children of Abu Sufyan. So Muhammad, he received a chapter from his God saying that fight them, kill them for not believing. But this verse saying it's not your duty to make them believe. It is Allah who will make them believe. Did Allah make anyone believe?
Well, that's all up to Allah. I can't really answer on this one. These are the matters of Allah.
Yeah, but Allah here saying it's not for you, it is me who will guide them. But Allah in different verses says, I am the one who misguide and I am the one who guide. So he's saying here clearly, Muhammad, you are just a guy to deliver a message. That's all, right?
Yes, Muhammad is just a
Okay.
delivery guy.
So
That's
why he
it.
asked him to go and wage army and go and attack and kill, and whoever don't believe in Allah, kill him? Why he is ordering him that cut the hands and cut the legs? And this is not a message delivery. A message delivery is somebody he deliver a message, and after that he have not no business to do. But a
Well, there's a
person,
story
but a
behind this
person wanna cut.
because,
No, listen. A person
yeah.
wanna cut my hand and cut my feet. He is not a messenger no more. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a contradiction. But here the whole idea is Muhammad, when he was weak, he have no army to kill and to destroy. He said, well, I do my duty. I'm okay, I'm okay. I will tell you the truth, and bye bye. Nice meeting you. Yeah, because now he is not a powerful man. But when he is a person who is a powerful man, the story is different. The Quran confirmed that everything happened by the will of Allah. Anything, you know.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so everything you do is Allah doing, not your doing, which means the reward and the punishment of Islam is stupid, because Allah, he should reward himself if I do good, because he is the one who did it, not me.
Allah also says somewhere in the Quran that if I knew any good in them, I would have guided them.
Yeah, but this is contradiction with Allah, because if Allah, he is the one who knows,
Yeah. Allah doesn't know any good in them.
and you see, okay, Allah, he do not know, but Allah is the one who decide for us any good and any bad anyway. I mean, he is the one who wrote for us before he created us if we are going to be bad or good. This is what destiny is about. So why if he knew, what he mean if he knew they have a good, he will guide them, when he is the one who wrote the good and the bad of them? If I
Well, it's
before I created the man, if I am God, before I created him, and then I decide, you know, uh, to make your destiny, and this destiny is something you cannot escape. It's what I wrote for you. The Quran says we created everything by destiny. You know, uh, everything we made is by a measure. And what he's talking about is talking about everything will happen to you in your life. Before you are created, he decide your destiny, what you will be. So how we can punish someone for destiny? He have no
well, they
choice.
are destined from the side of Allah, but it depends on the person as well. If he really wants to follow his destiny and be a Muslim, or he does not want to fulfill what is destined for him.
But everything I do is written for me before he created me.
Well, it doesn't say in the Quran that everything is been written. Allah says Allah knows, but Allah does not say it's already been written.
No, no,
That is
no.
from the hadiths, actually.
No, no, actually, there's uh, uh, let me see how I can explain that to you.
Yeah, sure.
If we uh, let us do this. Okay. In chapter 13, verse number 26, it says that Allah is the one who give as he wish, and he is the one who decide, he decree. He decree what exactly? Chapter 13,
Whatever
verse,
Allah wishes.
yeah, he decree what?
But that's the point. It's not. It doesn't actually say that it's been written down and everything, but it's
No, he
decreed that
decreed
this should happen.
decreed what exactly? I'm asking you, decreed what?
That Allah has made up His mind
About what?
about guidance, misguidance, anything.
Hmm. So it's he made up his mind about your guidance or your misleading. So you are not created yet, but Allah, he made his mind.
You can say that.
Okay. If we go to chapter 87, verse number 3, it says, وَالَّذِي قَدَّرَ فَهَدَى. What does that mean? Chapter
He
87,
destined.
verse
He
number
made.
3.
He made it destined. Qaddara means destiny.
Thank you very much. So Allah, He is the one who made the destiny, and He guide, which mean this destiny is what is going to decide for you. It doesn't matter what you do, you know.
Well, this destiny could be guiding to old age, guiding from the mother's womb safely.
No, no, no. Qaddara is what He decide for you before He created you. This is His decree. He decree. All right.
Yeah, decision. You
Oh,
can say that
all
because
right.
they have
But
been.
this is
Yeah.
not after. This is before He created you. So He made a decision, and His decision, uh, uh, you know, is made by Allah, and whatever Allah He wish. Like if you go to chapter 87, verse number 7, it says, "Except what Allah want." I mean, at the end of the day, it's what Allah want, and what Allah want. In that verse I gave you, it says it clearly that except what He decree and He guide after that. Degree and He guide who? Degree and He guide those who He decided to guide. And so it is His decision, not your choice. So the question then, why I'm going to be rewarded or punished if it is Allah who decide who is going to be guided, who is going to be misguided?
Because Allah knows what we do not know.
No,
That's
no, no,
that
no.
I
This is,
believe is the
you see, He
answer.
decreed for you before He created you. He did not wait. This is not about knowing. You see, this is about He decreed. There's a difference between I know and I decree. The decree here, He is making your fate, and your fate is something you cannot escape. It's something
Yes,
you,
everything from faith to lifestyle to
okay.
education,
So
everything.
everything He decided for you before He created you. So why He is going to punish you for something He decreed for you?
Well, you're asking me why. How can I answer you on this
I'm
one?
just, we are having a conversation. So this is here. There's no justice, and it's very confusing and very not smart. So if I am the one who decree for you to be a Muslim, and Allah is the one who decree for me to be Christian, why Allah want to punish me for He decree for me to be Christian?
Bro, what can I say?
Okay. And here, as you see, you told me there's nothing in the Quran like this. No, it says that Allah He decree for you. Decree. You will see here. You will see if you focus with me with the words. And this is something most of people don't do. It says He decree and then guide, not guide and He
Yep.
decree. Okay, so the decree come first.
Degree first and
Okay,
then guidance.
all right. That's mean the decision is made before the guidance, and the guidance is to follow.
Yes, the guidance could be anything.
All right.
Guidance could be
So he
misleading.
determined already. He determined already uh, who he will guide and who is the one who will do good or evil. As you see, this is the Muslim interpretation. So what kind of religion? This God is going to punish me for something He determined, He decide. He want to punish me for something is not my choice.
Yes.
Then that means it doesn't make sense, and this is a stupid religion.
Okay, what is your understanding of this verse 36? Chapter number 36, verse number 12.
Chapter 36, verse number 12. I will not give you my understanding. I will give you what Muslims understand it, because at the end of the day,
No, I'm sick of their understanding. They come up with weird stuff after another. They just lie
no
just too much.
problem. But
Don't even call
we
them
have to
Muslims. Right?
show what the Muslims believe. Okay. Uh, we are the one who resurrect people from death, and we are the one who wrote what they gave, and their what they left behind, and everything is let us say um, let us say calculated or registered uh, by us, with the clear numbers or
Yes,
clear.
what they accomplished and left, what they put forth and what they left behind of destiny, I believe. Is that true?
No, no, yeah, this is their destiny before He created them. It's written already. We are the one who bring people to death. All right. And we are the one who wrote before what they did. So we wrote what they are going to do before they do what they did. وَنَكْتُبُ مَا قَدَّمُوا وَآثَارَهُم. This is actually what the Muslims agree with it too. So we wrote, you know that the Muslim believe that Allah, He wrote in His preserved tablet everything, right? What He wrote, including your destiny, everything written there.
So what is they have left behind and what they have put forth? What is that thing?
What? No, there's nothing is called left behind, and nothing is really put forward. It is something He is saying to you. Everything you did in your life, which you live, you present, or if you are a person who died already, everything is written by Allah before you are created, and we are the one who resurrect you from death anyway, and we have everything you did written by us before you do it, and everything is preserved. It's not going to be lost. So you die or not, that will not make any difference, and because we have it before we created you.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what the Muslims themselves they agree upon. I'm not even saying
Well,
what.
this is their understanding, but the verse does not literally say that what's being written.
Well, you have to, the same as the Muslim. I don't want to do what the Muslims do to the Bible. We have to connect the dots. We cannot take a verse out of the Quran and we say this is exactly what we want to understand. We have to match it with all the verses we quote already together, me and you, and then we understand that Allah is the one who made the destiny. He is the one who guide. He is the one who misguide. He is the one who decides for you everything before He created you. We spoke
Well,
about
that
Allah
is true.
decree. Okay, so now we just add this one which you mentioned to the other ones, and they will complete each other. So before you are created and after you die, nothing will change. Everything is written. That's all what the verse is saying. Now, because you are trying to escape the hadith, that will make it supposedly hard on me or harder. But the hadith confirm all of this. Muhammad, he said it clearly that even a child, if he die, not necessarily he will go to heaven, because Allah, He wrote for everyone where he will be before He created him, regardless if he commits sin or not. If we go to the hadith, we will find Aisha. This is on Sahih Muslim, and the Muslims agree upon this hadith, that Aisha, she thought that a child who is born, an infant who die in a very early age, she thought he will be a bird from the birds of heavens. He will be a sparrow. So Muhammad, he did not like what Aisha she said, because she's wrong, because Allah decide who will be in heaven and who will be in hell regardless of their sin. So Aisha is speaking logic. She thought, because this person, this child, never commits sin. She is saying here the following, if we read together, it says, Aisha, she said, Allah Messenger, there is happiness for this child who is a bird from paradise, for it commit no sin, nor has reached the age of sin. So it's clear now that this person, this child, is very baby, the little baby is not even like 5 years old, or it's just little baby, mostly is an infant, and he
Right.
commit no sin. So this is the logic of Aisha, and I agree with Aisha with her logic. He said,
And he committed
Aisha,
no good deed as well,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah. So Aisha's, he said to Aisha, peradventure, which means watch, don't be stupid. It may be otherwise, which means it might be he be the bird of hell. Why? Because Allah created for paradise who are fit for it while they were in their father lions, and He created
Just
for
like in
hell.
TV, can I say something? Just one thing.
Yeah.
Do you know that angels will serve birds of paradise in Jannah? You know that there's a verse in the Quran that they will have meat of any bird they desire in the paradise. So we'll be eating like children.
Well, the Quran is full of stories and they are funny. Uh, but for me, I'm trying to confront the destiny, which is proven Islam to be stupid anyway. Because as long as the Muslim they keep repeating for us saying that Islam is religion of justice and Allah is all justice. So where is the justice that this child he is going to go to hell, but yet he never commits sin? The Muslims they try to say to us that you go to hell because of sin. Then we find that Adam's sin it was the sin of Allah, and my sin is the sin of Allah. And you commit sin or you don't commit sin, it doesn't matter. You might go to hell, you might go to heaven based on Allah's decision. So Allah he decided before he created you, and your sin have
True.
nothing to do.
That's true. It's
Okay,
all up to Allah.
so what kind of this religion is? So why the Quran says those who do good deeds they will go to heaven and they have no fear, when everything in Islam is based on the opposite? Because it's not your deeds what will help you.
Allah also said if you're not a Muslim, if you do not believe in the Quran, Allah will waste your deeds like dust on a stone washed by the rain.
It doesn't matter. You see, there's tons of stories, but we want to focus on something very simple. You as a Muslim, it's not your choice to be a Muslim. Allah decree for you to be a Muslim, and the same for me not to be a Muslim. So then Allah he says in the Quran that if you make a good deeds I will give you a reward, and then we find that your good deed will not help you anyway, because it is he decreed before he created you. So the Islam is a collection of stupid promises, because this is a contradiction. How the one who do good deeds will go to heaven and he have no fear, and then how he says that Allah he made and decreed for you what you will be, and even the sin you do it is was the wish of Allah. So why he says in one verses that Allah will punish me for my sin, in other verses says it was his wish to make me sinner, in other verses says it is him who he guide or misguide, and it is him who decide before he created me to be a sinner or a good person, and yet he is going to punish me for all his decisions.
Well, because Allah knows what's within you and what's within me.
No, he know nothing. You know, we can prove that Allah know nothing anyway, because if
Well,
Allah,
that's different story then.
yeah, no, that's not different story,
That's a
because
matter of belief.
if Allah do not know where the sperm is coming from, well, he cannot know what I will do, right? I mean, he's a God, but you do not know that the women have no sperm, and he think women have a sperm coming from the ribs. When we say Allah, he knows everything, that should be proven. What kind of God he think that the sun goes and travel every day and sit in his murky water, and the sun rise from a place and he found next to it place people. So when the Muslim says to us Allah knows best, Allah knows nothing. Allah is not exist. This is Muhammad he copies stories from people around him and he added to his book, and he claimed that this is his God talking and you have to obey, and who dare to say this is stupid? You know why the Muslims they don't make an amazing science of the Quran speaking about women have a sperm coming from their ribs? We don't see one, not even one Muslim making video of the amazing discovery. Imagine if science discovered that women, yes, they have a sperm coming from their ribs, the Muslims will make a stories about it. But because nobody will believe in such a crazy thing, the Muslims they hide it and they don't want to speak about it. Who is in the
Well,
world
you could
believe?
hide the Quran. It's forbidden to read the Quran if you do not read the tafsir. You cannot read the Quran. It's a crime, by the way, according
What
to them.
what do you mean?
You cannot read the Quran unless you read the tafsir. It's a crime. Quran is misleading. Quran misleads according to them.
Who said that to you?
Almost all of the Muslims I've met so far.
Oh, so they say to you if you read the Quran alone without the tafsir is going to misguide you?
Yep, true.
Well, the Quran confirmed that. The Quran isn't doesn't it say in chapter 3 verse number 7 that this Quran have some verses are clear and some are
Yeah, mutashabih,
right?
which means similar verses but unclear. Only Allah knows the mutashabih.
Okay, and what those verses will do?
And those who have a disease in their hearts, they will seek fitna
Hmm.
by seeking understanding to them. They will
And
go outside the Quran for the understanding.
okay, so Allah he knew supposedly that in his Quran there's a problem, and the problem is that the Quran is going to be used to misguide people, but not because people are, let us say, not because the Quran is clear, not because the Quran is perfect, because the Quran is stupid. So people they will have a chance to do stupid things with it. This is what he's saying. There's verses are clear and there's verses are not clear, and those who have sickness in their heart, they will use the ones is not clear too. So why Allah don't make it clear?
Just to mislead them and expose them. How they seek fitna through those
No, but
verses.
it says, my friend, it says nobody knows their meaning save Allah.
Yeah, that's why Allah says that they
No,
will go outside the
yeah,
Quran
no, but
seeking
you see
meaning.
that. Let me explain to you. If I give you a book and I say to you, this book is the book of guidance, can I say that some of it is book of guidance and some of it is book of shaitan, or all of it is book
Well,
of
CP, if
guidance?
you ask me, even I don't know all of the Quran. I haven't met a person who knows
No, no,
all of the
forget it. I'm
Quran.
not talking about all the Quran. I'm saying if I give you the Quran, you as a Muslim, do you accept the Quran as a book of guidance or the book of misleading?
I accept it as a book of guidance.
Okay, but here the verse saying to us that there is a part of Quran is a part of misguiding, not
Yes,
guidance.
that's what I do. I do not seek interpretation.
Okay, no, no, no. You see, it doesn't matter. You
I
seek
believe in the verses
my
literally.
friend. No, you need to seek interpretation because if you don't go by the scholars, you try to seek it by yourself anyway.
Yes, I seek it by myself because
Okay,
the
okay. Now let
interpretation
me
is
ask you.
stronger.
Let me ask you. What is the verses which is misguide people? Which ones? Can you name them for me? How I will know
I
which?
think the best example is Allahu malaikatu yasallu ala nabi.
Hmm,
I think it's 33:56. That's the best verse.
why?
Well, they end up worshipping Muhammad according to that verse. They
Well,
twist the translation for the verse.
right, but still, this is not really will make people. I mean, this
I
is
think it has misled many.
yeah. Well, there is okay, but the Muslim don't agree that this is one of the ones they are mutashabihat. The Muslim they think that
Well,
this is
they,
very
they don't call it mutashabi because they love it. They love Muhammad. They love worshipping him.
okay.
They say in their
Okay,
salat,
what
assalamu
about
alaikum.
what about okay, let us see. Do you think that the first chapter Allah gave to Muhammad is from the mutashabihat, which mean the one nobody understand what they mean? The first one.
Which one is it?
The first
First
one.
chapter.
The first one.
Fatiha.
No, Al-Fatiha is not the first one.
No, I believe the Fatiha is the first one. I don't think chapter 96, Suratul Alaq, I think that's not the first one. That's just
What is your
nonsense.
proof? Do you have a proof?
Well, if you read Suratul Najm, it's quite clear in the Quran that Muhammad saw an angel descend from the sky,
Where it says
and
an
the
angel?
angel
Where
gave
it
the
says
Quran to Muhammad.
where it says the word angel? Can you show
Chapter
it to me?
50,
Huh?
chapter 53.
Yeah, but where it says the word angel.
It does not say the word angel. He
So
saw something in the
you
sky.
see now you are contradicting yourself. You told me I'm not going to seek the understanding of the scholars interpretation. I will seek my own. And now you came with the conclusion that this is an angel, but there is nowhere it says angel. So why you say the angel? But the
Well,
fact
it's only Jibrail who brought the Quran, so it must be
hold on,
Jibrail. It
doesn't
must
matter,
be an
doesn't
angel.
matter, doesn't matter. Let us say God he sent an angel to Mary, but it's possible that God came down as the same what happened to Moses. Why we connect, here it doesn't specific who is the one is coming, except it says clearly that it is God, because look what it says here, uh, in verse number 10 it says فَأَوْحَى إِلَى عَبْدِهِ مَا أَوْحَى. Can you translate that one for me?
Maybe you can open the translation. My Arabic is not that
Yeah,
good.
it's okay. And you are the one who said, generally speaking, the Muslims, your brothers, they fabricate a translation, right? Here we will see a translation fabricated. فأوحى إلى عبده ما أوحى. What عبده mean?
Which chapter and verse is this?
What?
Which
The
chapter
same
is this?
chapter, the Najm. You mentioned to me a Najm, so I'm quoting from you what you quote for me. Chapter 53, verse number 10.
Right, just a second. Verse number 10 it is. And he revealed to his servant what he revealed.
Okay, so actually in Arabic, abduhu is his slave, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is Muhammad the slave of Jibril?
No, he is the slave of Allah. That is how Allah revealed
Hold
to
on.
his slave.
Okay, but all of this story is speaking about the same person who came down and he revealed. This is Allah. It cannot be the angel Jibril, otherwise the angel Jibril is the master of Muhammad. You see here, if you know a little bit Arabic, you will see it says he
Yeah.
continue فَكَانَ قَابَ قَوْسَيْنِ أَوْ أَدْنَى, and he is so close that to the point he is like one bow or two from him, so close to him. فَأَوْحَى إِلَى عَبْدِهِ مَا أَوْحَى, and then he inspire what he inspired to his slave. So we are speaking still about the same person who just came down. Why he came down to inspire. Okay, how this is Jibril, yet we call him Muhammad is his slave.
Well, that is how Allah speaks in the poetry. Since Quran does not speak of Allah speaking to Muhammad directly anywhere in the Quran, it was Jibreel.
Okay, can you show me where it says that only Jibril spoke to Muhammad?
No, it does not say that.
Okay, so how
No.
you can you are the one who said I'm going to go by the scholars because they give fast interpretation, but you are
No,
going.
because the Quran says that it was Jibreel who brought this on his heart.
Well, Jibril is just one of the angels of God.
Yeah, angel.
Okay, so but here speaking about a guy who is Muhammad is his slave. It cannot be Jibril. So we need to
Well,
explain then who
I
is this?
believe that Jibreel is excluded here, and that Allah is explaining how Allah revealed to his servant.
No. You see, he's talking about how he came down. You see here, if you read with me, I have big in front of me. When he was in the uppermost in the horizon, then he drew nigh and came down, till
Yeah.
he was descendant to bows, and he revealed into his slaves. So the Muslim now they made the he in a big text capital letter, but in Arabic we don't have such a thing. Arabic there's no capital letter, there's no such a thing. So he is the same as he here, the same as he here. This is why he's coming down, and
Well,
he
Allah has
revealed.
written it in such a poetry deliberately to mislead few, to guide few. That is what I believe is behind how Allah wrote these verses.
Okay, all right, okay.
That is my personal understanding.
Let
I
me
don't go with the
ask you. Let
scholars.
me ask you. Where is Allah located?
I don't know Allah's everywhere.
Where you get this from?
Well, the Quran says Allah is near to you than your throat. That's all I know. If you ask me where Allah is.
Hold on. There's some people they are asking why we are not streaming in YouTube. We are streaming in different channel in YouTube. For those who want to know, we are streaming in Facebook. We are streaming in different channel in YouTube. That's all.
I don't think you should have changed your channel.
It's what it's Allah wish, my friend. What I can do. I mean, Allah decree.
Right.
Allah decree for me. I have to obey. Yeah. So anyway, Allah is exists everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a reference for that?
No, I don't have any reference. That's the only verse I have, that Allah
So
is
where
near
you get this
near
from?
you
Okay.
than your
Let me
throat.
ask you, what Allah mean?
Allah is just a name.
Well, yeah, everybody have a name. I mean, that's fine, but every name have a meaning. What?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
No.
So the Muslim they have a name for their God, but they do not know what the name mean. Do you know what is the reason for that?
Well, Allah says, I call Allah with any good name. I don't believe Allah has a fixed name. Allah is the word used by the pre-Islamic Arabs for the God.
Hmm.
So that's why Allah picked up this word.
Hmm. So Allah is a name exists before Islam, and the Muslim they just hijack the new name, the old name, and they give it to their God.
Well, Allah spoke, and Allah said, this is the true Allah. The Allah you're worshipping
Hmm.
is not true.
Okay. You said to me that the first verse was given to Muhammad. It was Al-Fatiha, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bismillah.
All right. Then how you can explain this story here? Muhammad, he said that
Yeah.
all the good names belong to Allah.
Yeah.
You call him Ar-Rahman, or you call him something else, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Chapter 17, verse number 110. If the chapter, the one you name Al-Fatiha, is the first chapter, why Allah, why Muhammad is explaining who is Ar-Rahman? Why he have to go? Why he have to explain who is this guy, Ar-Rahman? If he is already told you Ar-Rahman in the first chapter, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First chapter, he said
True.
Ar-Rahman. So why now he was answering? He was what happened?
Rahman, I believe, is an attribute rather than a
It
name.
doesn't. No, it's a name. You see, because you know a little bit of Arabic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it say Al-Asma?
No, it does not say.
It's in front of you on the screen.
Oh, oh right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't check
So
the
for
second one.
him,
It does.
all
Asma.
what Asma mean?
Asma
Asma
Husna.
Asma mean names, correct?
Yeah.
So it is a name. Okay. So now you said that the first chapter was given to Muhammad was Al-Fatiha, but Al-Fatiha start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
That's true.
Okay. Shouldn't Muhammad or his God tell us first who is Ar-Rahman?
Rahman just means merciful. I don't think it really
No, no,
needs
my friend.
any
It's you see, it's a
introduction.
name. It's a name. It's a name.
Yeah. Name
Okay.
explains itself.
Yeah, you see, people they speak Arabic too, and in that time of Muhammad, people they speak perfect Arabic. So there is no need for them to question who is Ar-Rahman unless it is something else. They need to know what it is. So they know what the word mean. They heard the word before, and they told Muhammad, well, isn't it this is the guy Rahman al-Yamama, the guy who claimed to be a prophet? He's called himself Rahman and his God Rahman. So he called himself Ar-Rahman, he called his God Rahman, and now this is the only Rahman we know. So is it your God? That's mean this is the first time people they heard the word Rahman.
Well,
Otherwise,
CP, it's like if you're nice to me, I can call you Rahman as well.
no, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. You cannot. You cannot. Because the word Rahman, my friend, is not is a you see in Arabic when you add the letter al, two letters in front of a name, that's mean this person is one of its kind. This is why you see you when you as a Muslim you read the name of the Messiah in Arabic, you say Al-Masih, correct?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but Isa is Isa, correct?
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
you don't say Al-Isa, you say
Yeah, we don't
Isa,
see Allah.
right? Isa Al-Masih. You don't say Al-Muhammad, you say Muhammad.
Yes.
Okay, why Masih is Al-Masih? Because there's only one Messiah in the whole world.
Yes, there is one
All
Messiah
right,
sent
so
by
now the
God.
EL is a definition for what is unique and nothing like it.
For being unique. Yeah.
Nothing like it.
That's,
Okay, so Al-Rahman here cannot be for a person like me, because there's many people they are nice and kind and maybe nicer than me. When you call me Ar-Rahman and you said it's mean the merciful, that's mean there's no merciful like me. I am the one
yeah,
who
maybe to
deserve.
me, maybe to me, there's nobody
No, no, no,
merciful
no, no,
like
no.
you.
This is not. No, this is. I'm not talking about the language now. We are not talking about
Yeah.
how you feel. This is not about feeling. It's about language. So the
Yeah,
Arabic
it's about
language
them.
is so clear. Here he's confirming that the name Ar-Rahman is a name, and Allah He deserve it for all the good names belong to Him. So those are the good names belong to Allah. But the question is, if Muhammad already received the Quran in chapter of Al-Fatiha, why he is waiting for this time to explain who is Ar-Rahman? He should say this verse in the beginning of the Quran, because now he said Allah, he said Ar-Rahman, he said Ar-Rahim. What about, okay, you say to us the second verse, you said, okay, you know what, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, we call him Allah, we call him Rahman, we call him Rahim, it doesn't matter, for all those good names belong to him. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
But as you see, he waited. If you are going by the order here, 17, but if you go by the order of revelation, it's about 50 chapter. So 50 chapter and the Quran have no word Ar-Rahman. But yet in the Quran today, the Muslims have, they have the word Ar-Rahman in every chapter, which means the Quran is nothing but a corrupt book. Because until this point, obviously, Muhammad, he never mentioned the word Rahman ever. And that the reason they are asking him about what Ar-Rahman is, because simply this is the first time he mentioned it. You getting my point?
Yeah, I can see your point.
Yeah, because you know, if I am your teacher and I say to you before iPad, and I explain it to you, and you attend my class every day, and then you will not ask me after 2 years what iPad mean, because already you know, I told you. But because this is the first time, remember Muhammad, he received the Quran through many years. How many years Muhammad was receiving Quran?
Well, I can really explain that
20,
from the
20,
Quran.
21, 22 years, right? So if this is a chapter number 50, that's mean, let us say, let us give it 50%. That's mean Muhammad already speaking about his God 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and now he remembered to mention the word Ar-Rahman. Before that time, the word is not important. And then suddenly the word Ar-Rahman appear in the front of every chapter. How the word Ar-Rahman appear in the first chapter, then the one you call as, you consider as the real revelation was sent in the beginning?
Well, GB, I don't go that deep. I think those are just names and just call upon him with any good name.
No, Muhammad, he was stealing the names. All the names he have is a theft from somebody.
Well, if you go by the tafsir, then of course.
Well, no, the tafsir is giving us history, the history written by Muslims. I mean, you know, to assume that the
And they
Muslims,
don't find absolute life there.
this is what you are doing for it. You are assuming that the Muslims are the enemy of Allah.
Yes, they are the enemies.
Okay, but you are a Muslim too.
Well, I don't think they're Muslims, they're mushriks, more of a mushriks. They have hijacked this
Okay,
word
why you don't
Muslim.
say that yourself too? That because you deny the hadith, you became the enemy of Allah. Because the Quran says, "Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul." You know what does that mean?
Quran also says, "Innahu laqawlu rasulin kareem."
All
That
right.
Quran is the word of
All
Muhammad
right.
as well.
Okay. So Rasul and Kareem, that's wonderful. So you have to obey what Muhammad said. And what Muhammad
True, that's
said.
the Quran.
Muhammad speak
Yeah,
only
Quran
Quran.
is what he
Muhammad is
said.
he speak only Quran, Muhammad?
Well, he speak on his own, but those were not religious teachings.
No, but it says Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul. Ati'u Allah, obey
That means
Allah.
the Quran.
Okay, hold on.
That means the
Obey
Quran.
Allah and obey the messenger. When you,
Yeah,
how
if we
you obey
stick with
Allah? You
the
obey
Quran,
Allah by
the Quran
obeying.
does not
Okay,
say Atiullah wa Atiul Bukhari wa Atiul
no, no,
Rasul. It
wait.
doesn't say something like
No,
that.
no, no. I'm not talking about the Bukhari. Forget about Bukhari. Obey Allah and obey the messenger. Okay, isn't it the Quran is how you obey Allah?
Yes,
Okay, then how you obey the Rasul, the messenger?
that's also the Quran. Innahu laqawlu rasulin kareem.
No, you see, the Quran, when Muhammad he says innahu laqawlu rasulin kareem, he got himself busted. He just confessed that this is not the word of Allah, this is his statement.
Well,
And that explains
Quran.
why the Quran is full of mistakes. As an example, you know, as we told you, the women had a
Muhammad
sperm
is
coming
this
from their
religion, I
ribs.
believe, is a transparent guy.
You see, if I obey God, didn't I automatically obey everything I need to obey? Why I need to say obey Allah and the messenger? Are they different in their teaching?
No, they're not different. They're
Okay,
same.
then there's no need to add. And what about add obey Allah and obey Muhammad and obey Abraham and obey etc.? I mean, well, there's no point. The whole point is that all those messengers supposedly are coming in the name of Allah. So why I need to add the name of Muhammad? Is that one
Because
of
the
the
Quran is coming from Muhammad.
is that one of the verses which would make Muslims misguided?
That's true. That's also one of the
Thank you very much.
mutashabih.
So Allah is making verses to misguide Muslims. So he's the devil.
Yeah. No, no, I wouldn't call him.
Yeah. Yeah. You just said, yeah, come on. You know, you cannot take
No,
it.
I
You
actually
cannot
believe
take it
that.
back. You just, okay, hold on. You say yeah or not? Okay. You just said that Allah is the one who made this verse to misguide the people. And you agreed.
I
Regardless
said
if
yes. Yeah.
okay, so Allah is the one who made this verse to misguide the people, and he is the devil. You said yeah by
I
mistake or
wouldn't
not,
say
doesn't matter.
that.
So
That's the right thing
so he
he's
is more
doing.
dangerous than the devil, because the devil now, you know, you see the devil, if he come to me, he says go and do fornication, I will say to him, oh, Jesus said to me don't do fornication. But now
Yeah.
by having a verse in the Quran supposedly is coming from God, but this God himself is playing the devil. He is the one is making them worship Muhammad and obeying Muhammad, and whatever Muhammad is saying, I will go for it. So now, how which one I will go? I will follow Allah or Muhammad. You just admitted that this is one of the verses made by Allah to misguide the Muslims. So what is the fault of the Muslims now if they follow and obey Muhammad?
They go outside the Quran. They cross the
It
limits of
doesn't
Allah.
matter. Allah told them to do that because He said, you know, you have to
Allah says
obey
that
the
this is the
Prophet.
word of messenger.
So, say again.
Allah also says that this is the word of messenger, and those are kuffar who do tafarak in Allah and the messenger. Those who differentiate between Allah and the messenger. Allah says this, and Muhammad says this. And even if you compare the Quran and the Hadith, the Sharia law versus the Quranic law, you know yourself there is a contradiction. There's a big
Yeah, but you
contradiction.
know, for me, I don't want to go in like in a cave and try to dig the dirt. Or what I'm saying that me and you agreed that this verse is very confusing, and you agreed that Allah He made it. This is one of the verses which will help the Muslim to be confused. Allah He made it for that purpose.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
so what is the fault? Let us say you are a Muslim, you are one of those who follow the wrong interpretation for this verse. Is that your fault or this is the fault of Allah?
If I'm wrong, it's all up to Allah then. Because I think I've followed the logic. I've just been logical, and that's all.
Yeah, but you are just following the Quran. You did not do anything wrong.
No, I do not inject any interpretation in the Quran. I just take the Quran literally, and that's it.
Hmm.
So if I'm wrong, it's up to
Okay,
Allah.
let us say a Muslim, he didn't want to read any one interpretation, and then he come to a conclusion that the hadith, the verse here is saying, obey Allah and obey the messenger. And then he understand it not because Al-Bukhari said or because he understand it that we have to read the hadith. Who is the one who
JP,
misguide
just
him?
for a second, just forget the religion and everything. Just tell me something honestly. Just ask your heart. Can a pedophile and a pervert be a messenger of God?
Well, you know, I don't want to make it to be
It's a
limited.
simple question. Can
Yes,
a pedophile and a
it's
pervert?
possible. It's possible if this God is a pimp in Las Vegas or something. It's possible.
No, why would God be? God is such a wonderful creator. Why would God do that? Can God choose a pervert
Well,
and a pedophile?
the God of Islam, he is a pervert, so why not? He would not choose someone like him. Because if isn't it the God of Islam promise you as a Muslim that you will go to heaven and you will have boys there? What the purpose of having those boys?
No, I don't believe in that interpretation. That's a Sunni
No, no, it doesn't
interpretation of
matter. The
course. So
Quran,
let's not discuss
this
that.
is
Okay?
not, this is not, this is
It's
not. No,
not.
no, no, no. Listen, listen. The Quran. I'm not asking about interpretation. Here we go. The Quran speak that you will have little boys. What the boys there in the heaven doing? And they are very pretty. Why he describing their
The
beauty?
word is gulman. We discussed last time. The gulman in Quran, the word gulam is used for son, male son.
No, but those are they are. It says that those are going to go around them, and they are very pretty,
The
right?
lineage would go around you. That's
No,
what
no, okay,
verse
no, 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 no,
said.
no, 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 no. No, you see in the Quran it says that they will not etc. They will not etc. And they will not have they will not have a children too. So those are not their babies. Those are exist already the same as the
No,
virgins.
basically, there's a context to this verse. Allah says, "Those of your descendants who believed and they did good deeds, they will be the gulman."
Can you show me the verse?
I think it's two or three, maybe five, six verses before this verse. I've looked at this chapter some time ago.
Show me. Let us be sure.
Which chapter is this, by the way?
This is in chapter 52, verse number 24. 24, yeah.
52:24. Right,
Mhm.
just a second. Let me check. It's 50 to 21.
52, 21. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go there. All right. والذين آمنوا واتبعتهم ألحقنا بهم ذريتهم. Okay, so those are you see, ذريتهم is their children's. Those people are die.
Yes.
Okay, if I die and I am, let us say, 70, when I die, my child is not 1 day old. He is a man, and maybe he's dead too. Correct?
Yes,
So all
this
what the
verse
verse,
is
no,
the
no, no. What
understanding.
this verse here is speaking of, that those who die, actually it's a stupid promise, because why you are going to make their children go with them to heaven if they are not believers? So it's a stupid promise, but this have nothing to do with the boys. Those are,
Who followed them in faith as
no,
well.
okay, if you read the chapter, the one it says, and those boys, they are going to go around them. All right,
Yeah.
what they will do, those boys?
They're just going around. This is sort of metaphorical. It's about the lineage will be around them, going around them, their lineage, that they will be happy with their kids.
Yeah, but you know why? Okay, so why your lineage is a boy, but and you are an adult?
Boys from your lineage, it's talking about, because
No,
in Islam, men are the rulers, men
hold,
are the
hold on.
in charge.
Okay, hold on, hold on. Let me show you something.
Well, CP, I have to leave in a bit because
All right,
it's
no
late
problem.
here and I've got some stuff to do.
Okay, because if you go to chapter 56, just before you go,
Yeah, sure.
chapter 56, verse number uh, 17. All right, it says, I can read it from actually verse number 14 if you want, and then they are
Yeah.
going to be
Well
sitting.
done. The word is
They
here,
are
well
going to be
done.
sitting. Yeah, they are going to be sitting on beds, etc., and they will be reclining, facing each other. And then he says, يطوف عليهم ولدان. Is the
Well
ولدان
done.
different from the غلمان?
Uh, the meaning is same. It's again your lineage.
Okay, but you
Gulman
see
means your
here,
boy.
but you see those people, they
Weldan
are
means
no,
your
but
lineage.
you see those people, they are doing something. What they are doing in verse number 18?
They are going around.
Doing
They're
what?
doing tawaf.
Doing what?
Tawaf. Yutufu.
Yeah, but what they do when they do around you? What they do?
Well, they're just around you.
No, read verse number 18.
Oh, let me check.
Read verse number 18. You will see what they are doing.
Just the pictures and cup from a flowing stream. Yeah, they're just around you with glasses.
Yeah, but they are serving you. They are giving you things. So those
Yeah.
are going around you. Yeah, those are, you see, those are, you are the one sitting in the chairs reclining. Now your children's, if they are people who are Muslims too, they deserve to be in the chairs or the throne, reclining too. Why they want to be serving a Muslim? Why a Muslim want to be serving a Muslim?
Well, because you're their elder, so they have to serve you.
That's not fair, because simply in I am in heaven now, and I go to heaven to work as a servant.
Well, it's out of respect.
What respect? You not give me a chance. And
Sorry,
why? What?
heaven will
So
forget
what the benefit
father
of those women?
and mother.
What those women they will do there? Anyway, thank you for calling me. Anyway, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you for having a
Yeah,
discussion. It was nice speaking to you.
thank you.
And I will keep calling. I'll call you might be
No
some other
problem.
time.
Anytime, anytime. No problem. Thank
Okay, take care.
you. Thank you.
Salam.
Bye-bye. All right.